What's up, tribe? So if you're new to this channel, my name's Jacob, and Apex is all about humans, dogs, and the foods that bonded us, which of course is meat. And what I want to discuss today is something that's been on my mind and never really leaves my mind. Actually, this is something that I think about a lot, and that is the division between people, the division in this country in general, and just really the destruction and separation from community and unity. And that's really what's happened, is that people have become so divided over everything. And I mean, that's pretty obvious. I think everybody knows that. But I want to kind of get down into the root cause and what we can do to not be so divided, to actually unite, stand as one, even if we have differences, because I do think that's possible. And really, I know it's possible because history has proven that. You know, we've always had disagreements. We've always been divided on certain things. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're divided and that we're not united and that we stand apart from each other and just have disdain for our fellow man, because that's where the problem comes in. And the more I think about this, you know, there's a lot of things that divide us. There's politics, that's a big one. There's religion. There's ideologies. There's just a disagreement in viewpoints about pretty much everything. And one of the big ones that really disheartens me now is the division over food and nutrition. Because throughout history, food is one of the things that we've always been able to lay down our swords and unite over. It's something that's always brought people together. And culturally, that's what food has really done for people. You know, you lay down your differences, you sit down with your fellow man, and you feast. And that's what, again, throughout history, we've always done. History has told us that. Culture has proven that. Cultures all around the world still do that to this day. And, you know, the gesture of food and offering that to someone else, offering that to your neighbor, was always something that really brought people together, brings people together, and unites people in general. Oh, she's hunting. Go into this log here. Oh. But now, you know, you've got all these different food camps out there, these different diet camps, and everybody subscribes to a certain way of eating. And you know, if it doesn't align with your ideologies and how you think people should be eating, whether there's a moral implication on why you should eat that way, or you just believe it because you think it's healthy, then you get so set in this ideology that anybody that steps outside that, you just have disdain for them. And it really does divide people. It's divided people a lot, actually, if you really think about it, because you have like the vegan camp, and of course theirs is like there's an ethical obligation that they subscribe to, or a moral obligation, you know, helping the animals and all this stuff, which I understand that. But it's become like a religion to them, most of them. And if you're outside of that, then you're wrong. And I've seen that a lot in the carnivore community. Obviously, this channel focuses on carnivore quite a bit because that's what has improved my health so much. But I would never see that as an ideology. I would never view it as a religion. I don't think it's necessary for everybody. I don't think you have to be carnivore to be in optimal health. I think it can get you there. And for a lot of people, it's definitely the solution. I think it's a fantastic tool. But I don't think it's for everybody. But I have seen that. I've seen that division even in the carnivore camps. And keto, and I mean, you name it. Fill in the blank. It's just that we're so divided on everything. And it doesn't even really matter what it is. If there's something that we can be divided on, we're so ready to do so. We are just so at each other's throats that it's not even funny. And honestly, it's kind of disgusting because we're always looking for somebody to come save us. And we're always looking for, you know, this politician to get in office so they'll do all these great things for us, or this person to say this certain thing so that, you know, it proves that we're right all along. Or we're all waiting for this hero to arrive and just save all of us and deliver us from evil and save the day. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I think the solution to our problems and the way out of most of the bad situations we're in right now, it lies within ourselves. I think we hold the power to drive change, whether it be change in the healthcare system, change in the state of our country, change in the way we view the world, the way we treat each other. We hold the power for change, and we always have. And we need to realize that. And we need to realize that the fact that we're so divided is all by design. If you think about all the things that we're divided over, these are agendas that are being pushed mostly in the mainstream. And I think it's for a reason. I think it is to divide us. I think there's a bunch of people out there that would love to see us divided and love to see us fighting one another so that we don't have power and we don't have control, and so that we're easily controlled and manipulated, and so that we can stay stuck in the system they built for us, and we can dump all our money in being sick and eating their hyper-processed garbage and supporting the mega corporations and the industrial food complex and consumerism and all these things that has really become very prevalent in our country. Look at this tree climbing dog here. But I do think there's a lot of really bad people out there that are intentionally creating division. And the worst part about it is that we fell for it. And that is evident in all the division that we have, because, come on, you jumping in? You jumping in? You want help? You want help? Come on. Just come down right here. Come down right here. Come on. You got it. Good girl. She wasn't too sure about that drop. I don't blame her. She probably couldn't see how deep it was. But yeah, I mean, we've fallen for it. There are a lot of people out there that would love to see us divided, and they're creating this division. And it's like every little seed they plant in our heads, we fall for it. And we can really blame ourselves, because we're so easily subjected to this stuff, and we fall in line with it, and we just fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Every single time we fall for it. So I think the way out of most of these situations that we're in is just to stop falling for these people's antics. Stop being so divided over everything. The one thing you need to realize is that life is very, very short. We're only here for a very short amount of time. All of us, every single one of us, are going to end up in the same place. And I don't mean that if you're religious. I mean that we're going to wind up dead. And that's the harsh reality of this. So you really have to think about the things that truly matter. And as somebody who got really, really sick and was on like the brink of death for over a year and thought about death every single day for most of the day, like 24/7, because I basically thought I was having a heart attack constantly, it really helps you put things into perspective and think about what's important. And I can tell you that most of this stuff that people bicker about and they argue about and they're divided over, it's not important. At the end of the day, when you're breathing your last breaths, none of this stuff is ever going to matter. You're not going to care if this person ate meat or this person ate vegetables. You're not going to care what political party this person was or that what person was. You're not going to care about a lot of this stupid stuff that we are so divided over. Race, all this stuff. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So focus on the things that are important. Focus on your health. Focus on family. Focus on community. Support your neighbors. You know, get to know your neighbors. Get to know your local producers in your area, your local farmers. Buy your food from them. Support them. They're out there busting their butt every single day, and they're providing communities with food that is highly nutritious and is not full of all this toxic crap that they put in industrial food. Those are the things that matter. And prioritizing your health, that matters. Build a tribe around yourself. That's the whole reason I started this channel, is because I wanted to build a tribe of like-minded people that care about health, not only their health, but the health of their dogs, and people that want to help each other out, and people that understand that health is the most important thing that you have. It's the most important thing we all have. And aside from that, if you're not healthy, nothing else really matters. Because when you're sick and you're in that state of detriment, that's all you can focus on. You don't care about all this other stupid stuff that's going on. So stop buying into all this division. Stop buying into all this hate. Find something to believe in. Find something to strive towards. Believe in your fellow man. Help your fellow man. Build tribe, build community around yourself. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time outdoors. Take your mind off all this crazy stuff going on in the world. Detox. Do an electronic or social detox. Get away from the internet. Get away from all this toxicity that's out there. Focus on your health. Prioritize your health. Prioritize family. Prioritize your friends. Prioritize your pets, your dogs. Prioritize food and nutrition. Let food and nutrition be the thing that brings us back together and unites us again. I would love to see that. I would love to get there. And I think through communities like this, I think we can get there. I think we can get back to that place, and we can lay down our swords, put our differences aside, and unite over carnivore foods. Or unite over foods in general. It doesn't matter. Just unite over food. That's the main thing. So I hope you got some value out of this. And if anything else, I hope that the next time you're faced with division, you can just think back on this and think about how whatever it is that you're thinking about being divided on, in the grand scheme of things, probably really doesn't matter anyway. So I'm going to continue this hike with my dog, see if we can get out of here before dark. And if you like this, feel free to like, subscribe, join the Apex Tribe. I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace out.